Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Now, guys, at the end of this season, there is a potential opt-out of the collective bargaining agreement. And after seeing star players hold out, some wonder if that will be exercised. Commissioner Silver says we have a common interest to ensure that contracts are honored. Those are issues we can approach collectively. Kevin?
As is always the best case. David, thank you. So the New York starting five. Randall and Robinson will be the inside pair. Brunson and Barrett fill up the guard spots. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. And for Memphis, in at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Jackson, a screen on Bridges, 14 feet away, and the rebound goes to the net.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And there it is for him. Randall's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Knicks. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned him into a powerhouse.
Here's Bridges. Following the basket by Ja Morant. Back to Brunson. The tray. And Bane pulls it down. And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for Memphis. Morant against Brunson. Lets it go from deep. Brunson with some nice D. Bridges with it. Now defended by Bane. Back to Bridges. Randall a screen on Bane. Bridges misses. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Morant. Jackson a screen on Brunson. And a wide open look for Bane. And the 3-ball is good.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Takes a step back. Randall outside. Bridges outside. Barrett for 3. And that one is off. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Pass to Adams. Stolen by Robinson. And here's Barrett. Wants to get it to Randall and does. And Randall throws it down.
R.J. Barrett with excellent vision. And it's not just the vision, it's the ability to put it on time and on target. Nicely done.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Bane for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Bane's got 6.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And here's Brunson. After the 3-pointer from Desmond Bane. Brunson the pass to Barrett. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. There's the lob to Jackson, and Memphis turns it over again.
All right, a chance here to check out the stats for Morant. Great showing for him last season. He put up about 27 points per game last season, 6 assists and 5 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Floats one up, and that one good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
The Knicks have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Robinson sets a screen for Barrett. And there's the drive. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
You get the sense his teammates love to see R.J. Barrett in attack mode. It gets this team motivated.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And growing up around basketball, R.J. Barrett's dad played a bunch of places. R.J. spending a lot of his childhood in France.
And so Barrett nails both of them. Greg, you know this. One of R.J. Barrett's dad's best friends, former MVP Steve Nash.
Oh, yeah, and Nash is R.J.'s godfather, no less. So Barrett's had a chance to kind of soak in the game his entire life, and you can see that in his intelligent play on the floor.
Now Brunson, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Lobbed up there for Robinson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
You've got to have a great sense of timing on the alley-oop pass. Fantastic finish by Mitchell Robinson.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. It's a 5-point game. For the three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Pass to Barrett. Randall, a screen on Bain. Barrett, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Adams, the pass to Brooks. Jackson, a screen on Barrett. Morant. Jackson kicks to Bain. Over Barrett. And another basket for Memphis.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Bridges outside. Barrett setting a pick for Bridges. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Barrett, the pass to Brunson.
And the defense not making things easy for them.
And the three off target. A floater. Jackson has the open look. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Now, here's Barrett. Randall, a screen on Bain. Back to Brunson. Fires the three. Here's Randall. Barrett, wide open. He fires. Sinks the three-pointer. Barrett's got 5.
You know, that's what he wants more of. Up until now, the accuracy just hadn't been there.
Outside Jackson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Barrett kicks to Brunson. The pass to Robinson. Morant against Brunson. For 3, Bridges. Rebounded by Jackson.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the court.
And it's Brooks in the corner. From outside, off the mark.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Brunson scanning the floor. Randall outside. His three-pointers off the mark. Memphis leading by 7. Morant with it, and the dunk by Jackson.
And how about the hands on Jackson? Makes a good target on that frame and then able to finish off the alley-oop.
Now here's Brunson. No points in the game yet for him. Up top, Randall, guarded by Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, Barrett sinks the triple. He's got 8.
Well, you have to understand, spacing is provided when you can make threes. R.J. Barrett delivers.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Tillman, he's checked in for Adams. Brandon Clark comes in for Jaren Jackson. Konchar's checked in for Brooks. And Tyus Jones subbed in for John Morant. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Toppin, he's checked in for Robinson. Fournier comes in for Bridges. Derrick Rose is checked in for Barrett. And quickly in for Jalen Brunson. On defense, the Knicks. They trail by 6. Pass to Conchar. The 3. Randall grabs the board. New York shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. And Toppin throws it down. And opening day is here. So, what are these players right now, Greg, feeling as they tip off this brand new season?
Mostly excitement. I mean, this is their first chance to showcase all the hard work they put in during the offseason.
They get the rebound. Bane with the bucket. Bane's got 13.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Randall a screen on Bane. Launches a three, and there's Randall on the assist by Rose. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Jones the pass to Concho. Clark outside. Here's Tillman. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Shot clock at 3. Jones, no luck. Knicks trail by 3. Outside Fournier. Pass to Quickly. Back to Fournier. Now here's Randall. Tight defense on him. Basket good.
If there is something that defines Julius Randle's game, it's the ability to score through contact. Give him the N1.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
On the free throw, no good. And Greg, starting your career with the Knicks, what's the pressure like playing in New York City?
I tell you, the amount of media following you, the size of the city, it can be intimidating. But if you win, man, there's nothing like playing in New York.
Jones. Again, the miss by Jones. And the Knicks with possession. They're on a 13-4 run. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. 11 points in the game.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And Kevin, talk about a tough finish. The defense all over him, but he still finds a way to get that off.
Jones for 3, buries it from three-point range. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Randall outside. Lets it go with a 3. No good on that one. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Passes it to Concho. No good with the triple. New York shooting to start this game off about 41% from the floor. Fournier, that's for 2. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. 1:36 left here in the first quarter. Jones against Quickly.
And it's been a rough stretch for the New York Knicks, a team that has only had a handful of playoff appearances in the last 20 years.
The Knicks are trying to get back to being competitive, GA, but it has been difficult, hasn't it?
They haven't been able to attract top-level talent for quite some time, which is surprising when you consider this big market and the status this franchise has within the city.
First free throw is good. And so Jones nails both of them. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late. And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Here's Conchar. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Randall with the block.
How about Randall with the send-it-back block? Nicely done, Julius.
Here's Jones. He's got 5, just 5 to shoot. Williams inside the line. And there's a whistle. That goes on John Conchar. That is his first foul of the game. Knicks trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Fournier kicks to Randall. Poke loose. Here's Tillman. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And boy, are they attacking the paint.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw no good for Williams.
Well, as somebody who grew up in New York and New Jersey, I was a Knicks fan, right? They have such a great history. Think back to the championship team of the 70s, Walt Clyde Frazier, then the Patrick Ewing era, Bernard King. They have had so many Hall of Famers.
Clark outside. And Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Fournier for 3, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. Desmond Bane getting it done for Memphis. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. 8-point game. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. And New York, looking at who they've got. We've got Mitchell Robinson. Miles Bridges is out there with R.J. Barrett. And it's Rose, and it's Brunson in at the 1. Memphis has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Brooks right side. On the wing, Jackson, defended by Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Adams with the screen on Brunson. And it's Morant missing. Knicks trail by 6. Robinson dishes to Barrett. New York moving the ball around. That shot wide open.
No one's ever questioned his court vision. Rose playing unselfish basketball, being the leader this team needs him to be.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Bane looking around. There's the pass to Brooks. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. And the Grizzlies lead by 6. And so here is New York. Pass to Barrett. Shoots from 12. Rebounded by Jackson.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Adams finds Morant. Outside Jackson. Brooks with no one around. A 3-pointer off the mark. Knicks trail by 6. Pass to Barrett. Back to Brunson. And another 3 for New York.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, guys. Growing up, Mitchell Robinson didn't play basketball, but a 7-inch growth spurt in the 8th grade changed things. He fell to the 36th pick overall in 2018, but his physical tools have made him a presence. One key to his success, he says, just run the floor. If you're the first man down the court, you can get the ball. Kevin, that sounds pretty simple to me.
It does to me, too. Keep it simple and use that athleticism. David, thanks. Now here's Morant. Jackson kicks to Morant. 5 to shoot. And that one is hammered home.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Doris, with the officials calling slightly fewer fouls. It seems like we see a more physical game on the floor. What do you think?
I think it's a change for the better, Kevin. Obviously, you want guys to be safe, but the defense must be allowed to do their job.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Robinson sets a screen for Barrett. That shot, no good. Adams, a nice D.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Knicks trail by 7. Passes it to Barrett. There's the triple. Back to Brunson. They get a hand on it. Just 5 on the clock. Morant looking around. On the wing, Bane. Shoots over Bridges.
Oh, how about that rejection from Miles Bridges? Send it back.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Morant against Brunson. 4 on the shot clock. On deep. And it's Morant missing.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Rose can't hit.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Payne for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Now here's Brunson. 6 points for him.
And how about using that impressive vertical on defense? Morant has the ability to block shots when in position.
Payne, no good. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Adams, the pass to Morant. Brooks outside. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Adams' shot is off. Knicks trail by 10. Bridges dishes to Barrett. Back to Bridges. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Morant with it. Brunson picks him up. Kick out to Adams. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Now, here's Bane. Robinson knocks it away.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Desmond Bane.
Last year, getting it done. And he was top 10 in free throw percentage. Did not waste opportunities to convert at the line.
And back to what you said, he was runner-up in the three-point accuracy category last season because no one could get him out of his rhythm. He was just unstoppable. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Toppin, he's checked in for the Knicks. Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season. Number 1, the Grizzlies.
You know, I don't know if the numbers even told the story. I mean, their defense was as good as it gets, often just leaving their opponents completely demoralized.
And it's the Knicks with the ball, trailing by 10. Brooks against Barrett, pulls it up. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Barrett's got 10 points in the game.
He's obviously hit a bit of a dry spell here, only 1 of 5 this quarter.
And there's the pass to Adams. Jackson, a screen on Brunson. And here's Brooks from outside. It's rebounded by Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th rebound in this one. That's tipped. Stolen by Jackson. A floater, and the shot goes down. Jackson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
Now, here's Barrett. He's got 10. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Brooks outside. Pass to Jackson. Robinson with the block.
Well, no easy buckets with Mitchell Robinson in the vicinity. Sends that back with authority.
Connects on the 9-footer. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Morant outside. With the drive. And finished off by Morant.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
New York's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Down low. And it's Toppin, that time on the assist by Rose. Rose has got 3 assists in the game. Memphis has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Now a timeout called by Memphis. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And then for New York, Julius Randle's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Evan Fournier comes in for R.J. Barrett. And quickly in for Jalen Brunson. Knicks on defense. 8-point game. Outside, Jones. Clark sets a screen for Jones. Bangs home the trifecta. Jones has got 8 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work. The chemistry Toppin has with his teammates. Just get up over the rim and finish it with authority, Obi.
And so here's Memphis. They can look forward to the Rockets Arena after this matchup to take on Houston. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Jones, the pass to Clark. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll go back home and they'll be hosting the Detroit Pistons. Then on Monday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic. And that one falls for Clark. Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he say, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food, warms you up a little bit, and all good things that can get you ready for action, I'm for.
And Greg, just like you, Julius Randle is a southpaw, left-handed.
Yeah, and you know, the angles are different for lefties. We operate a little differently, and I think that can throw defenders off. So I'm always going to pull for the southpaw.
And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Here's Conchar. He's still scoreless so far in this one. It's Jones on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Fournier in the corner. It's good from long range.
Evan Fournier, a guy who prides himself on his efficiency. Give him that high percentage look from the three-point corner, and he's going to knock it down.
Now here's Jones. He's got 8. Tillman's shot is good. Here's quickly. 7-point differential. .158 left now here in the second. Can't hit that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Williams against Fournier. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a 9-point Memphis lead. New York's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Quickly the pass to Fournier. Launches it. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Well, after hitting 0 from distance in the first, that's his second make this quarter.
Jones looking for an opening. And slam dunk by Clark.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Tillman passes to Jones. Here's Clark. Back to Jones. And it's Memphis with another. There's 39 seconds left in the first half. Jones against Quickly. Over Jones. And it's Quickly missing. Grizzlies shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Here's Clark. It's blocked.
Boy, aggressive defense from top and twice on the pipe. Send it back.
Quickly the pass to Randle. Back to Quickly. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their defense has been active. And thank you, David. And we'll be right back.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
And for that game against the Pistons, should be a fascinating one. Going against the best team in the league is a daunting task. But I think they're pumped. They want to prove they can play with anyone.
And circling back to this first half, fellas, a decisive advantage for the Grizzlies.
The offense is clicking right now. They're moving it well. Stick with it. The defense can't hang.
Well, we'll see if they can keep it up and build out this lead even further.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. It's been a clinic out there by Desmond Bane.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Adams sets the pick for Morant. Out to Brooks. Jacks up a 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Brooks has got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Memphis. Now here's Brunson. Dishes to Robinson. Pass to Randall. Some nice passing by New York here. Brunson up top. Guarded by Morant. Bridges, no one around him. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
I tell you, the ability to act quickly, to get your shot up as soon as you make the catch, that's beautifully done by Bridges.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for Memphis. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Knicks trail by 10. Bridges outside. Barrett against Bane. Outside for Randall. Over to the wing. Brunson with a clean look. No good on the triple. Grizzlies shooting at 51%. Really solid. Jackson a screen on Barrett. Here's Morant. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Morant.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Barrett against Brooks. And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Barrett.
This guy's a bucket getter. R.J. Barrett finds a way to capitalize on the interior. He's got the size to get it done.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Passes it to Barrett. Robinson a screen on Bane. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
The Knicks have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game. That one misses for Barrett.
R.J. Barrett, still such a young talent in the NBA, but this is something this young man has dreamed about for as long as he can remember. He has the work habits and the commitment to be great.
Here's Adams. Robinson with the block. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Morant finds Jackson.
Well, it's about hustling and contesting shots, and Julius Randle doing work defensively.
And the rejection by Jackson. Brooks outside. Here's Morant. Robinson with the block. Shoots from the line. Randall no good. Memphis leading by 10. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD, the two players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. He'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. And it's Brooks in the corner. They get it back. Another shot. And there's the nice layup by Adams. And the Grizzlies lead by 15.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboards.
New York calls timeout.
A moment here to see the stats for Bridges. Last season, he played outstanding. Averaged about 20 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he brings it for them every game on the offensive end.
Well, I think you can tell he relishes this role, being the catalyst on the offensive end, night in and night out.
Here's Brunson. He has 6. He kicks it to Bridges. Randall outside. Now the pass to Barrett. Back to Randall. Pocket 6. And Randall throws it down.
Well, the emphatic finish from Julius Randle. Get off your feet, young sir.
Here's Morant. He's got 10. Adams with the screen on Brunson. Morant with a wide open look. Misses the 3. Knicks trail by 13. Robinson passes to Barrett. Over Adams. Barrett, no good. And so Brooks will bring it up for Memphis. Jackson a screen on Barrett. Payne for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. For New York, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Inside, here's Randall. And they get it back. Randall with a screen for Brunson. Over Brooks. Brunson, no good.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Jackson kicks to Morant. From deep three-point range. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
And the defense of Jared Jackson Jr., it has become elite. Triple J finishing top 5 in 2022 in the Defensive Player of the Year voting.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Tillman's checked in. To the paint. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Payne passes to Jackson. No good from outside. Greg, why do you think Jaren Jackson Jr. made that leap defensively in his game?
Kevin, health. Jackson was finally back to 100% in 2022. The ability to kind of fully use his physical tools. And Jaren's still learning from playing night in and night out. Now living up to that massive potential.
Brooks with the bucket.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Come get it, come get it.
Barrett with the ball. Now defended by Bane.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
From deep, Brooks buries the long-range jumper. Brooks has got 9 points now in the quarter.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
New York calls timeout. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Konchar's checked in for Desmond Bane. And Tyus Jones subbed in for John Morant. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Toppin, he's checked in for Robinson. Fournier comes in for Julius Randle. Rose, he's checked in for Barrett. And quickly in for Jalen Brunson. Knicks trail by 20. Rose surveying the D. The 11-footer. No good off the back of the rim. For Memphis, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Brooks, the pass to Tillman. Jackson with the screen. Pass to Tillman. Brooks, that's a two-pointer, and another basket for Memphis.
You love that this guy doesn't get down on himself after a rough first half. Keep your composure and keep grinding.
Outside Fournier. There's the lob to Bridges. It's stolen by Jones. Pass to Conchar. Out to Brooks. 5 on the clock. No good on the three. New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Outside Rose. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And that's simply about feel, right? Derrick Rose in pick-and-roll situations has such a good feel for the right decision.
Passes to Tillman. Offline with his three.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Outside Rose. Over Jones. Rose, no good. Memphis leading by 20. Jackson kicks to Jones. The pass to Tillman. Memphis moving it around. Here's Jackson. Tries again. Basket counts. Jackson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And I like seeing Jackson use that length on the offensive glass. You don't have to be the most physical guy when you have a wingspan like that.
Jones against Quickly. Good on the three-point shot. Quickly's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Conchar tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Quickly the pass to Rose. Back to Quickly. There's a screen by Toppin. Here's the three. The shot comes out. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. 22 is their biggest lead. Kicks to Jones. Jackson a screen on Quickly. Jones for three. Nailed from three-point land. Jones has got 13.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Quickly. And the wide-open shot from Rose. The three-pointer, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Tillman. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. 1:22 left in the third quarter. Outside Rose. Pass to Quickly. On the wing, Bridges. There's a screen by Toppin. Bridges kicks to Fournier. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. Williams comes in for Brooks. Clark sets a screen for Jones. Here's Conchar. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The shot by Williams, no good. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. Toppin kicks to Fournier. He dishes it to Bridges. Pass to Toppin. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Passes it to Clark. Back to Jackson. Over Rose. And the basket by Jackson. Jackson's got 14 points for the game.
And as Jackson's jumper improves, I think so do his prospects for more minutes. This is a guy that some think can be a perennial all-star. Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Grizzlies running away with this one. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. The forward spots will be Barrett and Randall. Jalen Brunson out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Robinson in at the 5. Clark, a screen on Brunson. No coverage that time.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And here's Brunson. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Morant outside. And so much great talent coming into the league, Greg, every year. That 2021 draft class, in particular, looks very strong.
Absolutely. Anytime you got just a couple potential stars, but from the looks of it, upwards of 5, you know it's been a special draft.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
During Desmond Bane's first season, Greg, he shot over 43% from three-point territory.
And that was top 10 all time for a rookie. And Bane's three-point numbers went up in his second season. From the start of his career, Desmond's been a premier shooter.
The pass to Clark. Bane for 3. Knicks with the rebound. Quickly's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Randall. There's the dish to Reddish. Floats it up for Randall. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
This guy is so quick. Julius Randle finishes with a pretty dunk.
And the Grizzlies leading by 23. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Chandler dishes to Clark, and the basket is good.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Here's Grimes. Pass to Quickly. From deep, it's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Chandler. Clark, a screen on Quickly. That 3 off the mark. New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Reddish the pass to Grimes. Greg, we know a lot of teams using former NBA officials now working as consultants to teach their players how the refs see the game. I guess always looking for that edge.
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's a great idea because philosophically sometimes as the rules evolve, players got to learn how to evolve with them. So not getting the calls you might expect, also how you communicate with officials. I think all of that stuff plays a big role in just furthering that dynamic between the officials and the players.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Kicks it to Chandler. Outside Williams. Right side Bain. Unable to get that one. So New York will take it the other way. Here's Grimes. Now Reddish. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And he makes the first. And New York making a change here. Both free throws good from Reddish. Isn't it great? The NBA is becoming a global product. As more games are scheduled overseas. Doris, any locations you'd like to go to call a game? Maybe you and I could do a game in the Bahamas. How does that sound?
I love it, Kevin. If they're tipping it up, I'd love to be there. And think about it, beyond the travel and the opportunity to see the world, the opportunity to expose new fans to this game that we love so much, certainly not something to take lightly.
Bain finds Morant. Back to Bain. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got assist number 11 for him here tonight.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Quickly the pass to Reddish. Randall against Clark. And the pass to Quickly. There's a screen by Robinson. And that one's good. Quickly. Quickly's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for New York.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Pass to Brooks. From deep. Knicks with the rebound. Randall's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Pass to Quickly. Floats it up for Randall. And Barrett gets it to go. And the Grizzlies leading by 20. Morant with it. Clark a screen on Quickly. Here's Morant. Here's Clark. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Knicks have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Throws it up high. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. And a switcher also for New York. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Reddish. Memphis has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Morant against Quickly. Robinson with the block. Now here's Quickly. And the media is able to vote on awards like all rookie, but Greg, those awards can end up determining a player's max salary. Any concern there?
No doubt there is, but somebody has to decide those awards, right? And no matter who it is, there's always going to be some pushback. So as long as contracts are tied to them, that power will be in someone else's hands.
6 to shoot. Tillman passes to Brooks. Cans it from downtown.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That's his first foul. Some changes for Memphis. Brandon Clark comes in for Adams. And Conchar subbed in for Dylan Brooks. And then for New York, Toppin comes in for Julius Randle. And Fournier subbed in for Bridges. In the corner, Barrett with it. Toppin sets a screen for Barrett. That one misses. Morant with some nice D.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Some nice passing by New York here. Picked away. Here's Tillman. Passes it to Concho. Toppin with the steal. Barrett kicks to Fournier. New York, no good that time either. The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. The pass to Morant. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 8 rebounds in this game. And here's Barrett. Toppin dishes to Fournier. Trying to get something going. Tillman grabs the miss. Tillman's got his 6th rebound on the night. Bane finds Morant. Lobbed up there for Clark. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Outside Fournier. And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, homegrown talent, players you draft and develop or sign and develop, seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain a culture when you're bringing in stars from outside. We've seen some cautionary examples here of late.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Some changes for Memphis. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Tillman. Jackson comes in for Brandon Clark. And Brooks subbed in for Concha. The Knicks also changing it up. Julius Randle's checked in for Toppin. Miles Bridges comes in for Evan Fournier. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Quickly. Brunson against Morant. To the inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
What agility there. Look how quick Jackson moves after setting the screen. Perfect execution.
And Barrett has got the ball here for the Knicks. Randle a screen on Bane. And Barrett slams it in.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Here's Morant. Doesn't go that time. Randle with some nice D. Pass to Brunson. For 3, Bridges. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists now in this one. There's 1:54 left in the 4th quarter. Morant passes to Jackson. Now here's Morant. Last year, as we know, the NBA, Doris, named the members of the 75th anniversary team. Any players that were missed that you think should have been on that list?
I mean, the one guy that comes to mind immediately is Klay Thompson, who will go down as one of the great shooters in NBA history. The problem for voters, I think, is the challenge of weighing the accomplishments of prior generations with what we are witnessing today. It is a challenging vote. There's no doubt Clay will be top 100 when it comes in 25 years.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Memphis.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched him all night long. No one could really stop him. Just another excellent game it was for Desmond Bane.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Tillman, he's checked in for Adams. Brandon Clark comes in for Jackson. And Conchar subbed in for Bane. And here are the Knicks now. Up top, Fournier. Here's Brunson. And it's off from three-point range. The Grizzlies on offense. Clark kicks to Morant. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Clock at 6. It's deflected. Stolen by Robinson. Bridges against Morant. Pass to Brunson. Now Randall. Dishes it to Bridges. Fires the three. No good. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.